Hey, Shalom. This is Sanala. I want to start off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Shem Yahshua, Shem Kakadash. Peace and blessings to you brothers out there preaching the word, sincerity, and truth. Um, Double honors to the elders that rule well. Sorry, I kind of had my train of thought broken. I did this lesson, but I had phone calls coming in and people walking in on me and shit like that, so I have to re-record it. It's just Satan being a demon. So it is what it is, whatever, man. I'm not even tripping about it. But the lesson that I was going into was a pretty straightforward lesson. We're coming into a time where we have more men coming into the faith and more brothers crossing over, and it's starting to become more and more apparent how we need each other, how hurt brothers are, and how the curses are apparent on our people, and our brothers need help. And sometimes you can get kind of disenchanted or taken back by the help that brothers need, and Satan to try to creep into your mind in a carnal sense of being an uncheerful giver or being a faithless helper. Slakia. I just want to get a couple scripts on that, and we have to focus on being like-minded in this thing, and knowing the understanding that we are going to catch hell. And if one brother's catching hell, we all catching hell, and it's going to be something that's vexing in a physical, carnal sense. But we got to remember that there's a bigger picture playing out, and that we have to remember to help and lend help in love and unity in the spirit. So I'm just going to grab a couple scriptures on that. Lord willing, this is edifying. Salakia, I haven't got much sleep. I travel quite a bit, and they don't give me a lot of time to gather my thoughts. So I'm just going in the spirit on this. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 12. I'm going to start at verse 24. Let's start at verse 23. It says, "And those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor, and our comely parts have more abundant comeliness. For our comely parts have no need, but Yahweh hath tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to the parts which lacked, that there should be no schism in the body, but that the members should have the same care one for another. And whether one member suffer, all members suffer with it. Or one member be honored, all members rejoice with it." And so there's going to be points in times in this truth where brothers are going to go through things, and you might be going through something, and Satan put it in your mind to be like, "Man, what the fuck, man? I got this going on. All right, man, what? Here." Or, "All right, yeah, I'll do it. Why can't some other brother do it?" And we got to remember to fight them demons, man. We have to remember that, we all catching hell. We in the curses, man. You know Esau's tyranny and his evil, wicked rule, and the more and more the body grows, the more and more it's going to become apparent that we through here. You know what I'm saying? And, it ain't going to all just be on point, but we have to be on point in spirit, we have to be on point in the care and joy and love for one another, and that's hard to focus on when you're catching hell, and that's why the scriptures talk about being joyous in your tribulations, and being cheerful in your charity and your giving. This is I'm gonna jump over to 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 6. It says, "But this I say, he which soweth sparingly shall reap also sparingly, and he which soweth bountifully shall reap also bountifully. Every man according as he's purposed in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly, nor of necessity, for Yahweh loveth a cheerful giver. And Yahweh is able to make all grace abound toward you, that ye always, having all sufficiency in all things, may abound to every good work. And so we have to realize that we're here to toil in this thing with each other, and that us coming together is just not going to be, you know, Scrooge McDuck coming into the truth, man. You know, the brothers coming into this thing are maimed and beaten down and trodden down by the wicked rulers that we are under, and we're coming and we're building something bountifully and beautiful in the spirit. And so when dealing with each other, it's not just about giving money. You know, it's not just about brothers asking for $10, $20, or $100 here and there. Brothers give things to each other that are needful constantly in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Just a personal testimony for myself. You know, I travel a lot for work, and I remember the spirit jumped on brothers to get into fasting. Well, for me, that helped me a lot, because if I had forgot to fast, I wasn't fasting like I should have been fasting. I wasn't praying like I should have been praying, and my body was getting beaten down by that. You know, and fasting really balanced my diet. It balanced my spirit. And, you know, it balanced balanced me out physically, mentally, and spiritually. You know, and so when brothers getting into that, you know, making videos about that, getting deep into it, going to the scriptures on that, really put the spirit on me to get more into it, and that helped me a lot. You know, so it wasn't just you know, here, brother, here's a couple dollars, or you know, or something like that. It's everything that we do together. We're working together in a unit, and to grow in this thing. You know, I'm gonna go over to another scripture in Corinthians. It's 1 Corinthians, the 13th chapter, in the first verse. It says, "Though I speak with tongues of men and of angels and have not charity, I become as a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains, and have not charity, I am nothing." And we've seen men come into this thing that could go into this scripture and go into that scripture, got all these books that they've read, have all of this top shelf knowledge, and do all of these different things. They may even help brothers out, you know, and help brothers learn certain different things, but they really don't have the spirit of charity on them. You know what I'm saying? They really don't have that. They really are very carnally minded. You know what I mean? In that sense, you know. And so you don't really have anything. And then you see them men fall out and be casted away. It says, "Though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burnt and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. Charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, and is not puffed up." You know? And so when we're doing things for each other, we are sacrificing our time, our energy, and maybe our money, or whatever gift that we have for the brotherhood's sake. We have to do it in that spirit of charity and unity. You know, it's just like if you might have a brother that's an hour and a half away, and he needs a ride somewhere. You don't want to be that brother be like, "Yeah, I'll go get him if nobody else gonna get him." You know, damn. You know, this brother over here, why didn't he hit him up? But, you know, I'll do it. You know, that ain't charity, man. That's Satan seeping in your mind and creeping in to harbor hate for men of the Lord over something small and minuscule, rather than just charitably just picking that brother up in love and unity. And that's not easy to constantly do that because of the flesh that we live in. But we have to be mindful of that. We have to be mindful of of the fact that we through if Yahweh Shah doesn't return, man, and we catch hell together as a body and a unit. So if we have an opportunity to help a man next to us who we believe is a man of the Lord, because if we don't believe he's a man of the Lord, then why is he there? If there, we welcome these men in because we believe that the Lord is dealing with them. So we should treat them as such. We should entreat them as such. And we have to constantly remind ourselves of that, because Satan wants to sift. Satan wants to constantly cause division. Satan wants to constantly break you down. Satan wants to constantly come in there and work his workings on you, Okay? He constantly wants to get in there and do that. Okay? This is going back to 1 Corinthians 12 and 27. It says, "Now ye are the body of Yahweh Shai, and members in particular. And Yahweh has set some in the church, first apostles, secondarily prophets, thirdly teachers, after that miracles, then gifts of healing, helps, governments, diversities of tongues." And I was just looking into that word helps in the Greek there. This is helps in the Greek. Strong's G.
Strong's G 484. Antilipsis.
And it says for helps. It says properly signifies a laying hold or of an exchange, or in the local sense, in front, and labano, to take, lay hold of. Then a help. And this is a scripture that we're in 1 Corinthians 12 and 28. It is as one of the ministrations in the local church by way of rendering assistance. Okay, of course, the local churches, we're all in different cities. Those are the local churches, So it's one of the ministrations. Okay. It says one of the ministrations in the local church by way of rendering assistance, perhaps especially of help, and minister to the weak and needy. And who's the weak and needy? We all are weak and needy, man. From the top to the bottom, we're weak and needy. Why? Because we're slaves in Babylon the Great, which is America, and we're under the curses of Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. All of us are. So we all need help. We are looking for help. And it's going to come through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, through the brethren around us, through the communion that we have in our fellowship. From the top man to the bottom man. We need help. And so we have to remember that. We have to be mindful that that ministration, we all should partake in that. We all should want to partake in that, because it's a part of our union. It's to help each other, It says, official functionaries are in the view in the term helps, but rather the functioning of those who, like the household of Stephanus, devout themselves to minister to the saints. Hort defines the ministration as anything that will be done for poor or weak or outcast brethren. We all were poor, weak, and outcast brethren. And we all come together in the spirit to grow and to teach our people and for them to come back to who they are. So we're going to constantly be ministering help, whether it's teaching in the faith, whether it's Brother might need help with some money. Brother might need a ride. Brother might need help moving. Brother might need advice for with his situation with his family. Brother might need advice for the job situation. We're constantly divvying out helps because it's needful. And we don't do that with envy and strife. We don't do that for vainglory. We don't do that in the word that Brother Mike Allah likes you to humble brag. Some brothers like to be seen helping. And it might not be something that they vocalize, but internally they think it. They want to look good, do it, but really they're doing it out of envy and strife. Satan might jump on you to say, man, you might be helping a brother move. Man, I know this brother could have been helping. Man, but shit, I do it. I always do it. No. That's not the spirit we should be in. That's not the spirit we should be in. Now, of course, there's balance. Of course, there's balance, and you look at things, and if you see brother slacking, you mention it. But when it comes to working within his body, it needs to be always trying to be forward thinking and growing, because again, we are all on these curses, and we all need mercy. We all need help. Okay, and that's why I'm going into this. I don't want to be too long-winded about this. Don't want to sound churchy in that sense, or whatever, quote unquote churchy, but it's important because more brothers are gonna come into this, and this is something that the apostles in Rome were dealing with as people were coming into the faith, because they were people that were coming in when they were maimed and they had diseases and they had family issues and they had problems and they needed help. They needed help. Okay, this is this is Colossians chapter 3 verse 14, and it says, and above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. And let the peace of Yahweh rule in your hearts, to the which also ye are called in one body, and be ye thankful. Be ye thankful, man. Be pleased that you're able to dwell with men of the Lord, and you're able to help men of the Lord. And when you have an opportunity to, and do it all in enjoy in godliness, and let the peace of Yahweh rule in your hearts, to which ye also call in one body, and ye be thankful. Let the word of Yahweh dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh, giving thanks to Yahweh the Father by Him. Okay, and so we just gotta constantly be mindful of how we dealing, and understanding that we all going through things and we all need help. Okay, we all need help. We all trying to figure this thing out together. And hopefully it's all the way to the end, and when we receive redemption from Yahweh and Yahweh, we get the hell out of here. Okay? This is 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 1. It says, Paul, the apostle of Yahweh by the commandment of Yahweh Yahweh, which is our hope, unto Timothy, my own son, in faith, grace, mercy, and peace from Yahweh Yahweh. As I besought thee to abide still at Ephesus, which I went into Macedonia, that thou mightest charge some that ye teach no other doctrine, neither give heed to fables and endless genealogies, which minister questions rather than godly edifying, which is in faith, to do so. Hold on, this is the wrong script. Hold on, that was a good one, no, but that's not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. Hold them up. Slack. Yeah, that's it. First Peter 4:8, and it says, "And above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover a multitude of sins. Use hospitality one to another without grudging." Okay, without grudging. Let's look up that word grudging. Let's see what this is.
Strong's G 1112. Gagusmas. Gagusmas.
Gagusmas. A murmuring, muttering. Okay, it's used in the sense of secret debate among people, of displeasure or complaining more privately than in public. Okay, murmuring and grudging, a secret debate, a secret displeasure, not openly avowed, man. So not grudgingly, man, just doing something and then behind your back, whether it's amongst yourself or amongst other men, talking shit, man. Jake be doing that in the spirit, man. Perceive that Jake be doing that shit. Don't do that, man. If you're gonna do something for a brother, if you're gonna go out of your way, do it in the spirit of love and unity, man. Catching hell out here, man. Brother's gonna be asking for money. It's gonna be like, damn, man, I ain't got it. I need this. But if you're gonna give it cheerfully, man. Give it cheerfully. If you ain't got it, man, hey, pray to Yahbashim Yahushua that He give you the ability to help at another later date. Don't be a mark in the dark. Okay? Don't be a mark in the dark, man. 2 Corinthians 9 and 7. Every man according as his purpose in his heart. So let him give not grudgingly, nor of necessity, for Yahweh loveth a cheerful giver. And Yahweh is able to make all grace abound toward you, that ye always have all sufficiency in all things, may abound in every good work. So, just trust and believe and have faith that Yahweh Yahushua knows your spirit and your mind, and He's working with the men around you, and that you're giving and you're being charitable to men of the Lord, and that He's going to multiply what you got going on tenfold because of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all tight for everybody. And it can get stressful, but don't let Satan seep in there. Don't let carnality seep in there. That's the easy way out. That's the easy way out. And I'm speaking to myself included, because what we go through, it's tough on this side, but it's only going to get harder. It's only going to get more stressful, and so that's where our charity and our unity for one another is going to have to increase. It's going to have to manifest itself infinity fold amongst each other from the top to the bottom, and sometimes when we're getting ruled by this flesh, we can let those evil, vain, malicious thoughts seep in, and we forget about mercy, love, and having faith. Okay, and so that's all I really had to say as far as on that topic, brothers. I know things get tight, things get difficult, and our times get stretched, but know that Yahweh Yahushua has us hedged up, and that this is all in the workings and in the Most High's algorithm, and you're not above that. Okay, you're not above what the Most High has planned. So you can either get with it or get gone. And with that, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Yahushua, double honors to the elders that rule well. Peace and blessings to you, brothers, preaching the word of sincerity and truth. Shalom.